Good morning everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I would like to give you 3 key points how you can pick a legit migration or agent or lawyer to represent your case. I understand out there everybody claim they can do this, they are immigration agent, they are immigrations, and they're working with the immigration agent and they register company with this immigration title, whatever this is. It's really confusing. So, and on the other hand, someone just post out promising results, and you read this post, you think, oh wow, they get results, so I should follow them. You don't even know whether they actually did this file, right? So first of all, you need to make sure someone you speak to, that's really important. Someone you speak to, they are registered. Why this is important? Now, someone can claim, yeah, we are registered, yeah, I give you a bunch of certificate, say we are registered, and you went to the Omara website, you can see somehow the company has some registration details there. But you need to make sure the person you speak to have a registration, okay? Because you don't know what relationship between them. At the end of the day, your file might not be handled by that person. And they have no understanding of that. You need to make sure whoever signed on 956 with you, you sign 956, which is a form, then they must submit in terms of visa application. 956 has to be signed off by the person you speak to, right? This is really important because you can't talk to anybody on the street and they say, yeah, I'm registered, I have a good relationship with Joanne. And yeah, please sign up. And we don't know what's going on. You need to make sure the people you speak to, they are registered. There can be 2 ways of registration. One is they are registered migration agents, such as myself. So I have a degree with other area and study Australian immigration law and passed the exam and then registered, right? So, and then I've got experience this area. So this is how I do register. Another way is people who does not has a second degree, they just graduate with a law degree, and after that in Australia they have 2 pathways to become a lawyer, become a practitioner. So in this case, they have to be registered with Law Society. If they say they are in Brisbane, they have to register with the Queensland Law Society. Not everybody claim they're a lawyer they are, because you need to find out they are registered. Why registration is important? Because all the professional, they have this code of conduct and art, specifically governing their art and then their duties. So they have a responsibility, obligation on to clients. And if they do something that misconduct and then, breach of contract, anything like that, you have a body you can approach to, which is either Law Society, in this case, Queensland Law Society, New South Wales Law Society, Victoria Law Society. You can approach them and say, hey, I have evidence for this lawyer, he is a misconduct, and this is a correspondence between me and my lawyer, and that's can you find out? Now, the Law Society will not govern someone if they are not registered. It's simple as that. They can't, because they are not within their jurisdiction. It's not their control. A simple thing as registered migration agent, if they are not registered with Omara, they current expire whatever is, or they never register, or they are not member of the Omara, then can you claim anything? No, you will not protect it. Why? Because if you're not registered with them, they are not governed by the Omara, right? By the department. In this case, you need to make sure that first of all, they are registered somehow. Okay, they have to be practitioner or they have to be registered migration agent. Now, in this case, some of them might claim a registered migration agent, right? Or they say, I've worked with a migration agent, and they work a bunch of migration agents who's people, just on the street and then picking up people. And that's not right. So you need to make sure that whoever you speak to, who is the person that is registered with Omara, that's really important. Because assuming this is the case, you went to the office, someone said, okay, yeah, I have a bunch of 10 registered migration agents. You talk to someone else and sign a contract with them, and you never ever speak with the claim registered migration agent in the entire visa processing. Now, what's going on? Do you understand the file being handled by someone else? Okay, so you make sure, I think that's every judgment everyone needs to find or any of a professional service. So you need to make sure they actually can handle this, and they are representative of this particular company. In this case, because it's a legal matter, you need to make sure that's the one and who's handling and who's responsible for your case. And if that's a problem, you know how to make a claim, you know how to, get your money back, you know how to be protected. So gathering things, first of all, once you have registered, you have a peace of mind first. We have a bunch of, I think at least 7,000 registered, either with the Omara or Law Society. In particular, this area, I think perhaps it's a little less. I'm not sure of the recent statistics, but first of all, this is to make a peace of mind. So at least there is something wrong, and you can claim back. So second one, okay, they have to be specialist, okay. So they have to be special. What do you mean by specialist? Okay, specialist. So this particular migration agent or lawyer, they have to have special knowledge in this area. So, okay, they have to have special knowledge. Or this term is, however, it's different. If someone claims they are immigration specialists, that is different type of terminology. So I don't want to explain here. I'm just saying, in terms of knowledge, you need to make sure they actually know what they're doing, right? Simple as that. They know what they're doing. You can't just randomly pick someone who's actually doing a bunch of things. For example, you approach a commercial lawyer and they claim they are a commercial lawyer. And in fact, they just do the property transactions, like buying a house, you hire a lawyer. This is a very basic job. And you don't even a lawyer to do that. Conveyancer can do it. In Australia, in Queensland, conveyancer can do it without a lawyer, right? So, and they're much cheaper. So, but you approach a lawyer, and then they are not specialized there. They are actually, and then you got divorce matter, and then you approach a random kind of a a lawyer office, and you just say, okay, I want to get divorced. And the person who ever did in the entire life is really about property transaction. Wants to approach someone who has no understanding, basic understanding from law school, that's it. No understanding handling international affairs. So make sure they are specialized in this. How do we know that? Okay, you check their website, maybe you just talk to people, say, okay, what areas do you do? I mean, do you do these and if they say you have to do everything, now you're gonna be really aware of that. Because same thing as what we do GTI, if you're a candidate. Now, if you kindly approach me, you say to me that I do everything. I kind of know all the languages, Python, I know C+, I know all that. Yeah, everybody knows that. But you're gonna tell me what makes you special, what makes you outstanding, what makes you have other techniques that other people don't. It's not. So you tell me, oh, I know everything. And if you say I know everything, I'm going to decline you. Same thing as well. So picking up a really good representative for your case, make sure they actually specialize in this area. Why this is important? So I come to my third point. Why they have to be specialized? Okay, and specialized, what does that mean by specialized in this? Now, first of all, GTI is a technology visa, isn't it? They are technology visa. Okay? Technology visa. It's a type of technology visa. Everything about tech, okay, is in IT, telecommunication, agriculture technology, analyzing on plants, and medical technology. All of this, all of it come together. It's something really advanced. The work they do, department checks someone is really advanced than someone else's. You either bring a technical advancement or you understand the advanced technology in your own company. Whatever it is, where it's advanced, it's tech. Okay, so if someone has, what do we mean by specialized? They have to have understanding and really good people work under the technology. Understand your significance of your work. They, all of these areas like that. So if you approach a company that does not embrace the technology, they are afraid of technology. They say, okay, I hate technology. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't understand your work. I don't see the difference between physical server and to cloud computing. All startups that stay in cloud. What's the difference? Why this is massive? Why speed is important? Right? Why we need the 5G? Right? So if they do not understand that, you think about, can they actually dig in your file and really explain well to the department? it's going to be really hard, isn't it? Obviously, if you are like top scientist, then you won't have a problem, and you won't need anyone to do it for you because you're quite comfortable. But if you're the technologist or someone who's working in this industry, a salesperson, then you don't want the department to misunderstand your value here, and you have to have someone lift your case instead of push down your case, isn't it? So they have to have an they have to embrace the technology, and they themselves has to a really example of that. In the past, I have heard quite a lot of people ask me, I need to see you in person. I don't trust email. We ask them, send an email. And we have a sequence of dealing with our prospect, with the inquiries. And someone called me and say, you know what, I want to see you in person. And I'm a really good candidate. I want to see you in person. I need to bring documents to you. I said, don't bother. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. You are not, immediately you are not eligible. I know that's a security concern, really, isn't it? But there's a concern, there's a solution, there's a problem, there's a solution. That's why technology move forward. So if you don't believe that, and obviously you're not going to be suitable. They actually want a GTI person who actually has advanced technology. They can bring a better understanding of that, how we can improve our telecommunication. For instance, we have extremely bad Wi-Fi here every day. So they have to have this understanding of that. So 3 areas today I just covered: how you can find a good migration lawyer, a registered migration agent, handle your case. So first of all, they have to either register with Omara or particular law society. The first, and then you have to speak that person who has a registration. As simple as that. Second one, they have to be specialized in this area. By saying that, they have to have a specific knowledge in this area. They can't just do everything. They have to spend immense time working and digging for the policy and negotiating with immigration. They have to have intense experience with all areas, and they have to have a great team, very support team working with the industry only, because you really can't handle someone who's, they have no knowledge in this area, right? A third one, they have to be a firm that embraces technology, and you can simply observe them. Say, you ask them, how are you going to handle document to you? How are you going to do that? What is the process? You can simply ask, what happens is that, whether that is a sequence, because nowadays we have CRM, we have this digitalization, you should rely a lot. A law firm who embraces technology, they have really simple sequencing on doing that. And you just feel, oh yeah, I'm kind of aligned with them. And then you're part of the team and work together towards the goal. Alright, thank you very much. This is today's video. Do not forget to subscribe my channel. I provide free information about GTI application. If you have any problem, questions, simply send an email. We do a free assessment as well in the time. Sometimes I'm sorry, I might decline you. It's not because I don't think you're not talented enough. It's just because what we understand in that area may not allow me to have confidence to secure a permanent visa for you. Now, thank you very much. Bye-bye.